The 2020 Second Congressional Convention is now called to order. My name is Mike France. I am the temporary chairman for this convention. The chair now recognizes Mary Ann Turner for the purpose of reading the call for the convention.
Republican delegates from the state of Connecticut, in accordance with the rules of the Connecticut Republican Party, adopted by the 2018 Connecticut State Republican Convention on May 11, 2018, at Foxwoods Casino, are hereby called to assemble at a congressional convention of delegated representatives of local town committees convened via Ring Central on Monday, May 11, 2020, for the purpose of nominating a candidate for the 2nd Congressional District, United States Congress.
Thank you, Mary Ann. I would like to introduce you all to the committee chairman and the temporary officers. Congressional Temporary Secretary is Mary Ann Turner. Congressional Rules Chairman, Representative Devin Carney. Congressional Permanent Organization Chairman, Chris Davis. Congressional Credentials Committee Chairman, Lisa Burns. First, some housekeeping. Should you wish to be recognized by the chair, please raise your virtual hand or send a chat to the panelists. As delegates, you will be able to see the officers of this convention and anyone giving a nominating or seconding speech. Do not worry if you are not able to see yourself or other delegates. Now we'll take up the report of the Credentials Committee. And to do so, I would like to introduce Lisa Burns, the chairman of the Credentials Committee, to present the committee's report.
Thank you, Mike. I'd like to confirm that we have 294 registered and approved delegates, and 16 of those include alternates. All in favor? What do I do?
Would you like to move the temporary roll, move adoption?
Thank you. Yes, I'd like to move the temporary roll to adoption.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the table for adoption of the resolution. Will you remark? I got 2 hands raised, Rebecca. Hearing none, all those in favor signal by raising your virtual hand. Those opposed, please raise your virtual hand.
Mike, I think the attendees are looking for you to repeat the what they're raising their hand for.
Okay. We are the question before us is adoption of the temporary roll, which was presented by the Credentials Committee, Lisa Burns. For all those in favor, signify by raising your virtual hand.
There they go.
There we go. All right. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the roll is adopted. Simulated gavel. The chair now recognizes Christopher Davis, the chairman of the Committee on Permanent Organization.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Delegates and guests, I have the pleasure to present to you the report of the Committee on Permanent Organization. The committee met last week via phone to discuss our mission of recommending to the convention the slate of permanent officers for the 2020 Connecticut Republican Convention for the 2nd Congressional District. The committee unanimously adopted as its report the full list of recommended permanent officers and recommends the permanent chairman of this congressional convention to be Mike France. The committee further recommends that Mary Ann Turner be entered into the record of this convention as the permanent secretary. Mr. Chairman, I move adoption of this resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the table for adoption of the resolution. Will you remark? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by raising your virtual hand. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the permanent officers are adopted. Simulated gavel. Please welcome Chairman of the Committee on Rules, Devin Carney.
Mr. Chairman, thank you, Mr. Chairman, fellow delegates. I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. The report on the Committee on Rules and Order of Business has been printed and distributed on ct.gop/2020 CD2. These rules will provide a stronger governing framework for our convention and our party. I move the adoption of the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the table for adoption of the resolution. Will you remark? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by raising your virtual hand. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the rules are adopted. Simulated gavel. All right, as prescribed under the rules, the total time for nominating speeches shall not exceed 3 minutes, and the seconding speeches for any candidate shall not exceed 2 minutes. Just prior to the convention, I flipped the coin, and Justin Davis won the toss. So for the purpose of the nomination, the chair recognizes Carleen Quinn. Carleen, if you'll unmute yourself and proceed with the nominations.
Unmute myself, and for some reason I got kicked out and I got right back in again. So I believe that you were meaning nomination for Justin Kennedy.
Justin Anderson.
Justin Anderson?
Excuse me, Justin.
Anderson.
Justin Kennedy. Justin Anderson, sorry. Here, we've got too many things going on at one time. So this is Carleen Quinn nomination. Dear fellow Republicans of the 2nd Congressional District, we have a great responsibility placed before us. We may decide a path forward to beating Joe Courtney. Justin Anderson's great grandfather was a Purple Heart recipient from World War I. His grandmother, his grandfather were U.S. Marine veterans of World War II. Justin himself has served 2 combat tours in Afghanistan. This represents 3 generations of Andersons here in Connecticut fighting for the future of America. As the fight for our future shifts to the world of national politics, Justin is determined to fight the battle in Congress. His skill set is based on over 30 years of military experience and over 20 years of working within the state of Connecticut, from job creation to teaching leadership to managing federal budgets. His experience is vast. For these reasons, I hereby nominate Justin Anderson for Congress.
Thank you, Carleen. And for the purpose of a second, the chair recognizes Lucy Salicrup for a second.
Can you hear me? This is Lucy Salicrup from East Haddam.
Yes, Lucy, go ahead.
I first met Justin Anderson when he became a member of the East Haddam RTC. I was immediately impressed with his distinguished military career, dedication to our country, and his embracing of Republican values. He is always willing to help out in our community and will be a fighter for Connecticut and Washington. I second the nomination for Justin Anderson for the 2nd Congressional District.
Thank you, Lucy. And now, for the purpose of a nomination, the chair recognizes Dave Kelsey.
I think she did. I think she did.
He's muted.
Yep. And Dave Kelsey, if you unmute yourself and proceed with the nomination.
All right, I was kicked off and now I'm back. So thank you all. Good evening. This is David Kelsey. I'm the chair of the Old Lyme Republican Town Committee. I'm very excited this evening to nominate Tom Gilmer for our Republican candidate in the 2nd Congressional District against Joe Courtney. As chairman of the Old Lyme Republican Town Committee for 8 years, I've seen my share of candidates. Last year, my town saw heartening gains at the local level, as did many towns across eastern Connecticut, defeating him here in Old Lyme, a longtime Democratic first selectwoman. I met Tom Gilmer almost a year ago now, and he's demonstrated not only a significant commitment of time and effort to grow as a candidate and an effective candidate, but he also stands out because he understands the interconnectivity of politics up and down the ballot. He understands that as a congressional candidate, he will be directly above our candidates for state senate on the ballot. And he understands the success of our local Republican parties are necessary for his own success. He spent 2019 and early 2020 until our virus arrived, crisscrossing the 2nd Congressional District, meeting voters, building relationships, and helping support and effect Republican victories up and down the ballot. From that endeavor, he's developed the largest volunteer force that our district has seen in well over a decade, and he continues to regularly see excellent small dollar donations join his movement. He has the energy and dedication necessary to give Joe Courtney the most credible challenge since Colonel Rob Simmons held our seat. With a little bit of ingenuity and unrelenting tenacity, Tom was able to bring a sitting U.S. congressman to eastern Connecticut to headline one of his fundraisers. That's no small feat. It's not been done since at least 2006 in my memory. I have every confidence that Tom will be able to use that same quick-wittedness, passion, and enthusiasm to identify effective ways to engage our voters in this time of COVID-19. Today, I ask you to look ahead towards November. Tom Gilmer is the candidate best positioned to beat Joe Courtney, to keep and get Republicans elected down ballot and deliver new voters to Republican candidates. I'm proud to nominate Tom for Republican candidate in the 2nd District and urge all of you to cast your ballots with me for Tom. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kelsey. For the purposes of a second, the chair recognizes Mr. Harry Rupenecker.
I rise tonight still feeling the effects of a recent COVID-19 infection. My voice is a bit hoarse and I feel fatigued, but despite this momentary health setback, I feel energized by a young, exciting candidate named Tom Gilmer. Tom reached out to me in the summer of 2019, asking if he could attend the next RTC meeting in Westbrook. I suggested that he attend a parade scheduled for later that week. Tom showed up with his family, a few volunteers, and offered to distribute literature for local candidates. Since then, he has become a political partner and a good friend. We share ideas for campaign tactics and messaging, often strategizing over the phone for hours at a time. Tom is the real deal. Most candidates only want to know what you can do for them. Tom is willing to share his knowledge and resources with local RTCs and other candidates. Tonight, I'm asking you to consider the following. If our candidate does not win or cannot win, then nothing else really matters. Let's not be distracted by that which does not matter. Let's focus on the one issue that should actually determine how we should vote this evening. Who can actually win this election? Each of us should examine the candidates one last time. Who could you honestly see as having a chance to win against Joe Courtney? Tom Gilmer has raised a considerable sum of money with the prospect of raising a great deal more. He has shown a mastery of social media and possesses the skills to transition his campaign to meet the realities posed by COVID-19. Tom Gilmer has attended all of your events. He has consistently reached out to you for almost an entire year. Tom Gilmer was actively campaigning for fellow Republicans in special elections this year, even elections held in districts outside the second CD. He has assembled a large and effective campaign team drawn from towns across eastern Connecticut. Tom Gilmer has a warm and friendly persona, a likable personality that projects well in print and in video. He has already proven to be a strong and effective campaigner and has earned our endorsement. My fellow delegates, the only choice tonight for those of us wanting to nominate the strongest candidate for Congress is Tom Gilmer. I'm proud to second his nomination to be our Republican candidate for Congress.
Thank you, Mr. Rippernecker. Since more than one nomination has been made in accordance with the rules of this convention, delegates will soon receive a poll to cast their ballot. We will have balloting open for 10 minutes to allow those sharing a device to each cast their ballot. Hey, Rebecca. Just so everybody's aware, we just passed 5 minutes on the first round. We have 5 more minutes for the first round of voting. For everybody who's asking, we're trying to work through some of the technical details for some of these. I'm on the phone right now trying to work it out. So we will leave voting open until we resolve the issue related to the phones and move forward. We just passed the 10 minutes. So voting will remain open until we resolve the technical issue. All right, in order to alleviate the concerns that people have and it's been the people on the phone that have not been able to vote, Rebecca Michlin is providing her phone number in the chat. You will call her, give her your code, and provide your vote for either Tom Gilmer or Justin Anderson. And so everybody understands the process. There are some people that have already voted. And even if you have voted, they will, on the back end, validate that each vote is counted once. And so even if you have voted and you have concern, you may call Rebecca Michlin, provide your code, provide your name, and we will validate that each vote is only counted once. So Rebecca Michlin just posted her cell phone in the chat room just now. So if you have not been able to vote, please call her, and we will hold the votes open until she announces that all votes have been cast through her.
Mike,
Hello?
Hello, is this Rebecca?
Yes.
Hi, this is Jonathan Jennings from Killingworth. I wasn't
Jonathan,
able to vote 'cause I'm on the phone.
Jonathan Jennings from Killingworth, okay. Who do you vote for?
My participation number is 2968.
Yep.
And my vote is for Tom Gilmer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, this is Rick Gilbert.
Rick, can you put your computer on mute, please? Or walk into another room?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. What do you need? The participation code?
Yes.
1253. And I'm voting for Justin Anderson.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, this is 4595.
Okay, your name?
Everett. Of course, everybody can hear this over your phone.
Yes, well, in congressional conventions, roll call vote, so everybody has a right to hear.
Yep, Justin Anderson.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? I can't. My phone is blowing up because everybody's calling it at the same time.
you want some to call me?
Hello?
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 Hi, this is Barbara Dardine.
Hi, Barbara.
I'm voting for Justin Anderson, and my number is 7159.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? Wait, hold on. Brett Mastriani, what's your code again? What's the code? 2879. For Tom Gilmer. Okay, thank you. Hello? Yes. Susan. Yes, Susan, spell your last name? Okay, Susan Rugen, your code? Yep. And your vote? Tom Gilmer. Okay, thank you. Hello? Hello? Paul Ryman, Justin Anderson. Thank you. Hello? Richard Weingart, okay. And your vote? Justin Anderson. Okay, thank you. Hello? Hello? It's like my phone is freaking out. Hello? Hello? I understand everybody's trying to call. My phone can't, it's having a hard time getting everybody through. So bear with me. Hello? I can't even answer. Hello? It just keeps, I'm gonna.
Just restart your phone.
Okay. Hello? Yep. Lee McNamara. Yep. Tom Gilmer. Okay, thank you. Hello?
I'm calling for my wife's number 2348.
I'm sorry, Richard, are you an alternate?
Oh, I'm a delegate.
Yeah, we need to speak, if you're a delegate.
I'm a delegate, and my wife is also a delegate.
Okay. And Richard, spell your last name for me.
D-U-N-N from Pomfret.
Okay. Richard Dunn from Pomfret. And you.
My wife's name is Jane Dunn from Pomfret.
Okay, well, I'll take your vote, and then I need to talk to your wife for her vote.
Okay. I voted for Gilmore.
For Tom Gilmer, okay.
Right, hold on.
Hi, I'm Jane Dunn.
Jane Dunn.
Yes.
Okay.
And I vote for Gilmore.
For Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Hello? Eddie Alberino for Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Hello? Hi, Holly. Yep, Holly Cheeseman for Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Hello? And Dave, what's your number? Yep. Okay, and you vote for? Justin Anderson. Okay, thank you. Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello? Yes. Mark, and Mark, spell your last name for me. Okay. Yep. For Justin, Mark Watching for Justin Anderson. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Yep, and your name? Okay. Beverly Farron for Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Hello?
Hi, this is Alan Marshall.
Okay, Alan Marshall from Griswold.
Yes. I vote for Tom Gilmer.
For Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I got several people who sent me text messages and I need to hear them over the phone.
Yeah, I've set that in the chat room and I will reiterate it here. The texting
Yes.
will not work. You must call Rebecca in order to validate. It
Yes,
must be a verbal vote. So please call her cell phone to cast your vote.
Yes.
If you are not participating in the poll, if you cast your
Yep.
vote via the poll, your vote has already been counted.
Okay. So Tom Lindler for Tom Gilmer. Okay, thank you. Hello. Hi, Irene. Okay. Irene Haynes for Justin Anderson. Thank you. Hello. Okay. Mike Blasi for Justin Anderson. Thank you. Hello. Melanie Atwater Young. For Melanie Atwater Young for Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Hello. Chris Steinberg. Yep. And who do you vote for, Chris? Yes, please. Chris Steinberg and Putnam for Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Hello. Catherine Palazzi. And who do you vote for? Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, Catherine Palazzi for Justin Anderson. Thank you. Hello. 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 Yes. Mark, spell your last name for me. Okay. And your code? Okay, and you're voting for Mark Filati for Tom Gilmer. Thank you. Hello? I can tell after, but I'll be happy to take your vote. Did you click submit when you submitted your vote? You clicked who you're voting for and then you click submit? If you voted, you picked who you voted for and then you clicked submit. Is that what you did? Okay, Morris Silverstein for who? For Tom Gilmer. Okay, thank you. So I have a text here from Alan Marshall. I haven't heard from him on the phone. I also have a text from Brian Cohen that I have not heard from on the phone. Michael Meadows. Sarah Gilman Malari. Hello? Yes. Yes, Paul Robillard. Who are you voting for? Tom Gilmer? Okay, thank you. Yes, what is it? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, Rebecca Michael Meadows is all set.
Okay. Alan Marshall from Griswold. I have not heard from on the phone. Brian Cohen, I have not heard from on the phone.
All right, then we'll give 2 more minutes for Alan Marshall and Brian Cohen. Anybody
I guess-
else?
Oh, I called Alan Marshall. Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. I have you right here. Tom Gilmer. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Okay, bye. Mike, did you call on the people with their hands raised?
I have not. So Joanne Eiler.
She cannot speak because she's on the app. If she can put that to us in a chat. Hi, Brian. Okay, so Brian Cohen for who? For Justin Anderson. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Thanks.
So Rebecca, those last 2 that you're aware of?
Hello? Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Jason Sanange for Tom Gilmer. Thank you.
All right. Tali Mayadalis has her hand raised. No. Pamela Infante has her hand raised.
Clear those.
Oh, okay, all set. No more hands raised.
All righty.
Okay, Rebecca, did you have any more people on your list that texted you?
Yeah, that was Mike Gross. He votes for Justin Anderson. Hello? Okay. Livian, what's your access code? Okay, well, we sent it by USPS and several times by email, but I'd be happy to just make sure. Okay, so Livian Norwood, how do you vote? Yep, I have you right here. For Thomas Gilmer, thank you. So Mike, people have left me messages and I can go through them one at a time. Hello? Can you spell your last name for me? Okay, and Gary Caribou, how do you vote? Who do you for? Yeah, no, you get to choose who you vote for, which candidate. No. Which candidate? Justin Anderson or Tom Gilmer? For Tom Gilmer. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Anybody else, Rebecca?
Not that I know. People have left messages on my phone. I can go through them if you'd like, or I can tally what I have.
Tally what you have. Those, I'm sure the people that called and can't were the ones that called back, I would imagine.
Okay. All right, let me tally here. Hello? Brian, spell your last name for me. Yep. With Eastford. Yep. Frank Castagna, how do you vote? For Tom Gilmer. Okay, thank you.
All right, having heard no additional calls, the roll call is completed. The current vote tally is Justin Anderson, 59 votes. Tom Gilmer, 225 votes. At this time, there'll be provided an opportunity for delegates to switch their votes. In order for a switch to occur, The delegate must send through the Q&A, which is at the bottom of your screen, their switch, and it must include the name of the candidate the delegate originally voted for and the name of the delegate they are switching to. Vote switches will be open for 5 minutes, and the secretary will read them as they come in.
Thomas Manning switches to Tom Gilmer.
There are 3 minutes left to switch. In response to an answer, delegate switch votes. I will state the process again. In order to switch to occur, the delegate must send through the Q&A, which is accessed to the bottom of your screen, their switch. It must include the name of the candidate the delegate originally voted for and the name of the delegate they are switching to. Or candidate they're switching to. So once again, if you are a delegate and you wish to switch votes,
Ken Holstrom, I switch from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer. Chairman, did you see the request about delegates abstaining?
Mary Ann, Catherine Palazzi just called. She would like to switch her vote from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Do you need me to repeat what you just said?
Please.
Can you say her name again?
Catherine Palazzi from Andover, from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Catherine Palazzi switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
in the Q&A, Ken Holstrom from Marlboro switches from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer. And also in the Q&A, Timothy Ryan switches his vote from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Mary Ann, I have Mike Palazzi, who switched his vote from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
I have 90 seconds left to switch.
We have Mike Palazzi, who is switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer. We have Tim Ryan, who is switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer. We have Ken Holstrom switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Patricia Buxton just wrote in the Q&A, switching.
Yep, sorry. Patricia Buxton switches vote from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer. Sorry, Mike.
Mary Ann, I just got a call from Steve Everett. He is changing from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
There are 30 seconds left for switching.
Steve Everett switching his vote from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Mark Samios, to all panelists, switches his vote from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
I'm sorry, what was the name of the person? Mark what?
Samios, Samios,
He's switching from Justin to Tom.
to Tom Gilmer.
Mark Samios is switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Rick Newberg, switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Rick Newberg, switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
Last call for switches.
Where the fuck is Gilmore? Mike, you have a motion in the chat.
I have a motion to extend time, and it was seconded. All right. So I will put a motion to the table. Since the time was not specified, I'll extend a motion to extend the time for switches for 2 minutes. Questions before the ballot. For all those in favor, vote by raising your hand.
Mike,
And
could you repeat the motion? They missed it.
motion to extend the time by 2 minutes for switches due to the technical issues that we're having. And by the count, the ayes have it. So 2 minutes extension of switches. Ninety seconds.
Karen Vecchio was switching her vote from Tom Gilmer to Tom Gilmer from Justin Anderson.
All right, there are 30 seconds left in the 2 minute extension of switches.
And I probably pronounced Karen's name wrong. Vecchio? Lauren Gunther is asking for an update on the count. I don't believe that's doable now.
No, it happens at the end of switches. It doesn't happen in the middle.
Laura Lefko switching from Justin Anderson to Tom Gilmer.
All right, the 2 minute extension has expired. I will entertain a motion to close balloting.
Greg Stokes closed.
Do I have a second? Second by Catherine Tulin. Questions on closing the nomination for United States Congress, will you remark? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your virtual hand. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The ballot is now closed. Simulated gavel. The convention will stand at ease while the tally is calculated.
Yes, Chair. The convention will now come to order. And Tom Gilmer has received the majority of the votes and is the Republican Party's endorsed candidate for the office of the United States Congress by a cast a vote of 250. At this time, Mr. Gilmer will be recognized to address the convention. Mr. Gilmer?
Can you see me?
There you are.
Hello. With a deep sense of humility and resolve, I accept your nomination as your candidate for the 2nd Congressional District. I accept this nomination with a grateful heart, grateful to my God and my beautiful family for being my firm foundation, grateful to 2 hardworking parents who adopted me and raised me to be a man of integrity and in conviction. Grateful for those on my team who have spent hours counseling me and advising me on how to navigate the challenges of a federal campaign. To Chuck Catania, David Kelsey, Harry Rupenicker Jr., Marianne Turner, Mike Meadows, Robert Dembski, Brian Maynard, and so many more, your friendship and support are greatly appreciated. Finally, I'm grateful to all the delegates for putting your support behind me. And to those who didn't vote for me, I look forward to earning your support. Together, we will bring positive change to Eastern Connecticut. Together, we will defend our rights and fight to build a better future for tomorrow. We have a long road ahead of us to victory, but it's time Mr. Courtney passed the torch to a new generation of ideas and leadership, because we can no longer afford to accept the status quo. It's our time to make change. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Gilmer. At this time, I will entertain a motion to adjourn sine die. I have a motion. Jeff, seconded. The question is on adjournment. Will you remark? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by raising your virtual hand. And the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The convention stands adjourned sine die. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your patience in getting through this virtual convention. Have a great night.